Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. It is yet another night of Steins. I am like very out of my element right now because work got up pretty late. But so I quite literally just like golfed down dinner and made myself some tea. It is still boiling hot, so I can't even drink it right now. Oh, well, I keep forgetting that the Steins loading screen would sort of break into the opening music if you leave it on long enough. So maybe we need to move along. So let us at least get over to the screen, and I hope with every fiber of my being that it's working. Okay, good. And I also realized I didn't turn on desktop audio, so you guys were just listening to me screaming to myself. Let's see. So I believe that we had, there's my mouse. We had a low file. I again, with every fiber of my being, hope that this is actually the correct low file. But it might be a bit loud, huh? Let's lower this just a little bit more because I don't want to be eating my microphone. Here we are. And let's load in. And I'm gonna turn this down for myself because... Right, okay. So maybe we should pause for a second and perhaps do a really quick recap. And let me grab my... This is gonna sound really nerdy, but I have a notebook. If I can find it. I have it somewhere. Oh. Okay. Huzzah. So, let's see where we left off. Right, so the main development of last session was that we found out about John Titor, and that various signs of, apparently John Titor posted for the first time in this current timeline or world line was new because the memory of John Titor posting, on 4chan, Reddit, whatever, 10 years ago was that memory only exists in our brain, which is Okarin. I can't remember his name otherwise. Okarin's brain. And so what that means is, to a certain extent, it has sort of indicated to us that we have jumped world line or timeline or multiverse theory. We jumped timeline into a different world, which makes sense. Or it doesn't, but that explained a lot of things, right? We had saw a satellite crash versus in the sort of OG world that we started in, the satellite had landed on the building safely, no crashes, no nothing. And then we also got sort of exposed to the idea of this computer called IBM 5100, which is super rare and super old, and a lot of people are apparently looking for it. It has not been sort of clearly described to us as to why people are looking for it, but I suspect that it has a lot to do with the time traveling. Perhaps it is the prototype of time machine traveling. We went to a maid cafe, a cat made cafe as well, and then we met Ferris, who is like somehow speaks the same language as Okarin, and it truly is magnificent in that way. And we know that Daru, who is one of our great friends and partner in the lab, has a crush, I believe, on Ferris. So that's been fun. So we came back to the lab, and I forgot what happened since then, but we are in the lab. So we're talking about an X68000 now. I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone.
ロマンだからに決まってんじゃん、上皇。主人公が日本人なのに、オッドアイである理由のようなものか。
Ferris is more delusional than magnificent. I believe you. I mean, she does sound crazy, but I'm looking forward to like how she actually interacts, and because I feel like we didn't get a lot of depth out of her yet, at least in our very short encounter, and I wonder how much more we will get to know her. But welcome! Hi, Snuzzle. How are you? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Oh, we have mail. We have to check that soon. Okay.
いずれにしてもラボには他に空いてる PC がなかったんだよ。お前の最新 PC は？ふざけんな。こんなわけのわからんものにつなげて、もし動作が遅くなったらどうすんだよ。
Our crazy machine. Oh, so it's the we're back to the gel banana thing. Okay. Selfish bastard. Besides, we made the phone wave name subject to change together. Check mail ASAP or else we might miss something. Okay. I need to remember how to actually check mail. Let's see. No. Backspace. Here we go. Ferris. How much of this did we miss? I think we read this last time. But let's read it again because this is a good reminder. The final battle is close at hand, Nya. Okay, you're more perceptive than I thought, Nya. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary, and I prepare for I can say no more. Okay. And I think Shining Finger is the... You don't need to wait for anything. Always check them in mid-conversation. Like, as soon as it pops out, we'll check it. I guess that makes sense. Thank you for the tip. Shining Finger is Kiru Moeka. So she is the lady with the phone that was taking pictures, and she's also an editor, I think. Yeah, so says my notes. Also pick up when you get a call. Have we gotten a call? Let me think about this. Yes, we have. We have gotten a call so far, like just one call though so far, where I think we're just static, I believe. Okay, and then Daru asking us where we were, Rukako. Yeah, making sure that we're okay after the exorcism. Okay, so I think is there anything else that we need to do with... I don't think so. Right, we wrapped up last time with just checking the forum for a lot of things. Okay, it is our crazy machine, our emphasis.
ゲル化については調べてきたん
Jellification.
なあ、今朝大学に行ってきた。
Wait, what did we do? I have a memory of a goldfish. What did we do at the university this morning? Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here?
顕微鏡で調べてみたんだが、分子レベルでズタズタだった。
Wait. Okay. Side thought. They were saying that what is it? They were able to create time travel through 2 black holes, right? Like this is me reaching way deep in my memory, which there isn't much of it, but so could this be the working of 2 black holes somehow?
タスタ
そう転移とか
Phase
そういうレベルではなか
transition.
った。
Mhm.
バナナではない何かになっていた。
腐食した可能性はないか2分間チンしたぐらいで腐るはずないもんな
フラクタル構造を思い出したよ。
メンガーのスポンジだっけ
ああ、バナナにフラクタル図形の穴をナノレベルで無限に開けていったような感じ。
Ooh, okay.
なんかやばくね何が起きてるんだろう
Nanka yabakune? What could do something like that?
俺には一つ仮説がある。
Okay. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Oh my gosh. I love Okarin. Daru gulps, waiting for me to continue.
電子レンジ、電磁波の影響という仮説だ。
えそれってどういう
俺の推測が正しければ、電話レンジ過去仮はとんでもない殺傷兵器になりうる。軍事に転用すれば戦争の歴史が塗り替わるだろう。
Oh my god. His laugh. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Okay. Then I whip out my phone and put it in my ear, speaking to nobody again.
計画は第2段階を迎えた。あ、いずれ奴らは思い知ることになるだろう。グランドジャッジメントは近いのだとな。
Grand judgment.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの意志であり、人類はそれに抗うことはできん。プサイコングルー。
Elsai Kanguru.
妖精さんと話してんじゃねえっつーの接続終わったぜい
I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. The phone wave, named subject to change, is now an indecipherable mess of wires. All we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out like something like diver would put together. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain.
でどうする
I love it when Daru comes closer and then he just takes up more than 50% of the screen all of a sudden.
バナナは用意してある。
Just before I left May Queen Neon Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. And yet we're gonna use all of them, not even saving one for the girl with her money. She's too nice for her own good. Or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now, you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. And so I put the entire bunch of bananas into phone wave name subject to change.
丸々使うとまたマユシがしょんぼりしちゃうんじゃね？それマユシのお金で買ってきたんだろ？
やつから提供された研究費だ。
そもそも丸々全部使う必要なんてないし、一本でいいよ一本で。
Daru retrieves the bananas, peel one from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the phone wave name subject to change.
実験に金をケチるようでは、世界の支配構造を作り変えることなどできんぞ。
Rintaro.
作り変えたいと思ってんのはオカリンだけだって。
Okarin. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man.
ほら、早く携帯からタイマー入力よろ。
Right. Now, where did I put my phone? Phone. Oh, I was supposed to pull it up. Okay. And then what? Settings, address book. I think it was. Oh, I should probably have written this down. Was it address book? Phone wave. I think we call it, right? Call complete. Instant access. Right. There we go.
こちらは電話レンジかっこ仮です。
The Mayusi guidance system.
こちらからタイマー操作ができます。シャープボタンを押した後、温めたい秒数をプッシュしてください。
マユシーガイダンスにスキップ機能をつけておくんだった。待たされるとイライラする。
No, it's wonderful. Okarin, it's wonderful.
例えば1分ならシャープ60、2分ならシャープ120です。
It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 sharp. No, sharp 120. Sharp 120. When I finish typing, the phone wave name subject to change starts up with a low hum.
間違えてるぞ。
Oh, did I? Crap, this is just normal hitting. Oh no. So it is 120 sharp? Oh, actually, that makes sense because he put the time ahead of the sharp to reverse to make it spin backwards. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Mayuri had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered a freezing function or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we have experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect.
でもさ、マジで電磁波のせいだったら僕らの細胞なんかもスカスカになっちゃってんのか?
That's a good point. While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand.
お前は電話レンジカッコ仮の中に入ってチンされたことがあるのか?
Isn't that gonna fit?
入れない罠。
Hey, same brain.
つうか、電磁波の影響ってソースは?
あえて言うならば、マッドサイエンティストとしての勘だ。
根拠なしとか。
かつてエジソンはこう言った。1% のひらめきがなければ 99% の努力は無駄でしかない。だから発明家よ、ひらめけと。
天才は 1% のひらめきと 99% の努力じゃなかった？
残念だったな。近年ではそれは誤って広まったものだというのが常識になっているのだ。ふわ
エジソンが言ったん？ひらめけって。
そう、ひらめけ。
I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least, that's what the wiki said.
ゆえに天才マッドサイエンティストである俺は常にひらめ。
Ding! Very good. The phone wave name subject to change rings.
しかしチンをしたところでゲル状になるだけで新しい発見など何もないよな。
Mm-hmm. It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. You perhaps did. Daru opens the phone wave name subject to changes door and peeks inside.
お？
He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, then resumes staring into the microwave.
何をしている？
いや、あれ、
Is he just pranking us?
消えた。
What?
消えたって何が？
Progress. Oh. I push Daru aside and look into the phone wave named subject to change. The banana is gone. There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence.
俺だ。厄介なことになった。俺たちはどうやらとんでもないものを目覚めさせてしまったらしい。
とんでもないものって何ぞ？
I ignore Daru's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm.
今すぐに緊急要請666号クーリングオフを発動させろ。何？政府の承認？バカか！そんなことを言ってる場合ではない。このままではこの国が吹っ飛ぶぞ。
I put my phone away after yelling.
自演をつ。
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
うるさいフェリスのストーカー。それでバナナをどこに隠した？
誰がストーカーだよ。
バナナを出して。手品でも披露して得意になっているつもりか？
隠したのはオカリンだろ？
Oh? Okay. So that's what they're focused on, huh? I was like wholehearted willing to trust that the banana is gone. Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry. No shit after all that yelling.
なんで消えたんだよ。
知らんがな。
どこに行った？バナナ！バナナ！
Oh my goodness. Props to the voice actor, honestly. I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, but find neither peel nor stem of the banana.
そうか。わかったぞ。これは電磁波兵器などではなく、テレポートが可能な電子レンジだったのだ。
なんだって？ そんな無茶な。
でなければこの密室からバナナが消えるはずがない。
ひとまず冷静になるべきじゃね？
そうだな。
We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That will calm me down. How much do you want to bet that the banana is back on the bunch? I reached for the bunch of bananas. Hey. Okay, so the jellification still happened. Impossible. Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside a phone wave, name subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas.
なんじゃこりゃ。どうなってんだ？
Oh, this is cool. Daru notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him.
誰よ、このラボに今バナナはいくつある？
多分このバナナだけ。
このゲルバナがくっついているところはお前がさっきちぎった場所か？
わかんねえ。そこまで確認してないし。このゲルバナ完全にくっついてるな。
No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal.
なあ、誰？これってもしかして。
The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again. Teleportation, right? But I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana was inside the phone wave, name subject to change, returned instantly to its bunch. In other words,
テレポートだったりするんじゃないか？
But teleportation means that it returns to a set location or something like that, right? I think this is a... I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge.
興味深い実験してますね。
That looks like interesting.
誰だ？
Oh, is this the I guess we'll find out, but I suspect that is a Suzuha. She is a new part-time intern, I guess, downstairs. I really need to get into this series. I do own these games on the Vita, but never played them. You should. It's been super interesting. Hi, Nemesis Sonic. Welcome. I hope you're having a good Tuesday, if that's where you are. I think the story has finally started happening for us. So I love it. It's a little bit of space-time continuum, a little bit of suspense, plus a lot of youthful craziness. My heart just skipped a beat. I turned towards the voice in surprise. Oh! Okay, it was not Suzuha, it's Kurisu. How'd you get in? And get pierced by a sharp stare.
バカだ。なぜ貴様がここに？若干18歳にしてサイエンスに論文が掲載された天才。囚人監視の中で男をいじめるド S 女。そしてまたの名をザ・ゾンビ。
Wait, who named it the zombie? Was it you, Okarin? Don't know what platform has the whole series since the Vida is no longer being made. Well, I'm playing on Steam. So, and honestly, I didn't, besides this and Steingate Zero, I think there might be another one after that. Is that the whole series? I don't even know. But I watched like maybe 2 to 3 episodes or something like that, like when the anime came out. Never finished it, and you know, saw it came across my recommendation, and I was like, I should get into it. I should just play the visual novel, get the OG experience, see how it is. There's too many games in the series, and some of the games of the series aren't even called Steingate. Oh, really? I think, I don't know. I looked up the playtime of this one, just like regular plain old Steins Gate, and it's already like 40 to 50 hours. So we'll see. I mean, I might get really addicted after I finish this one, and we'll keep going. But I think for now, my goal is just this one and Steins Gate Zero. But never say never, right? Makise Kurisu. Yep.
説明セリフをつ。
誰がゾンビだ、誰が。
Right, because to our Okarin, she had died in the very original world that we started out in. And then within like 30 minutes to an hour, we found her. That's when we jumped timeline, I think. And we found her alive. So maybe that's what we call her something? Okay.
あなたに会いに来たの、岡部倫太郎さん。じゃなくて、法院京馬さんだった？
法院京馬。Is this the original or the elite version? This is the original. Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? I've never spoken it in front of her.
そうか。やはり貴様、機関に所属するエージェント。しかも特殊能力者だな。
Sometimes I'm very impressed by like sort of the purposeful placement of like perfect pronunciation of English words in Okarin's like voiceover. Like agent was perfect, even though like katakana-fied, Japanese-fied agent would probably be agento, something like that. Agento. So I wonder if those are purposeful in some ways.
それならば、不死であることもうなずける。
だから死んでないって勝手に殺さないでくださいよ。志田さん、この人何とかしてもらえませんか？
Daru's name is Hashida. Okay. Hashida Itaru. That makes sense.
この状況でマキセ氏が現れたからオカリンは混乱してると思われ。
Daru doesn't seem fazed by the girl's entrance. Why?
誰？裏切ったのか？
オカリン暴走しすぎ。
マキセクリスに弱みを握られたか？それとも色化に惑わされたか？
I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you?
許さんぞ。このビーチが。
落ち着け。
Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously, I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told.
この場所のことは昨日講義が終わった後で橋田さんから聞いたの。あなたの名前もね。
Ah. That's all. The truth is kind of a letdown. But she entered the lab on her own.
俺と話をしに来たと言ったな。
そうです。私が死んだのを見たっていうのが事実なのか、単なるセクハラの言い訳なのか、それについての回答が欲しくて。
That's right. We were pretty inappropriate with Kurisu when we first met her. Well, in this timeline, because we wanted to confirm whether or not she was actually alive. Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Yeah, because, you know, 2 hours later, we kind of were. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right? After looking, this game put just now, somebody apparently French translated the PSP version of this game. Oh, so is the PSP version of this game different from a different version? Like content-wise?
でも今のあなたの振る舞いで理解した。どうやら単なるセクハラだったみたい。つまり私の予測が証明されたということ。
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just the same. Gotcha.
勝手に結論を出さないでもらおうか。お前は俺を誤解している。
I must clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever.
まあ、そのことは今はいいんです。
え、いいのか？
I gotta say, this girl is like... She is dealing with this like a champ. That's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that "for now" part bothers me. Kurisa enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and posture. You're totally a perv. Okarin. Chill. Not much in the chest though. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't she tell this area is off limits?
そういえばまともに自己紹介してませんでしたね。マキセ・クリスです。改めましてよろしく。
She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips?
握手もできないの？日本の男の人って常識が足りないんじゃない？
Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops.
欧米か？
Why is that a conclusion?
暮らしてますが何か。
欧米か。
So after looking through it, the PSP version only got a fan translation for modded PSP users and people who use the PSP emulator on Android. Gotcha. Hi Moon! Welcome! How are you doing this wonderful Tuesday, if that's your time zone? But yeah, I imagine the PSP version probably now they do have an English translation, but a lot of these things start off with a fan translation, right? I look down at her slender fingers. glossy, healthy fingernails, not necessarily nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heels so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grabbed a tip of Kurisa's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go. Gasp! Premarital hand-holding. How could you? Good, how about me? I'm doing well. It's a little rushed for the stream, but, you know, I think after 30-40 minutes in, I'm feeling a lot better. And we are playing Steins. Took me a second there. Have you seen, heard of, watched, perhaps, the anime series?
身にまとう殺気が半端ないからな。これが俗に言うマーシャルアーツか。
You must be a powerful kung fu master.
俗に言わないわよ。
では、忍者。
Ninja. Oh, he like really broke it down to each syllables of the Japanese language.
言わないっつってんだろ。
Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes too.
アメリカ育ちならば、Nice to meet you と満面の笑みを浮かべながら握手を求めるのが普通だろう。
Oh, Karin.
あや、むしろハグを求めるぐらいするべきだ。
Okay, now you're just being a perv, Okarin. Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine.
どんな偏見よそれ。
Kurisa sighs. She's not even looking at me. You have not heard of it, but you also don't usually watch anime. That's perfectly fine. So it is an anime that is, I believe, was adapted from the visual novel, which is the one that we're playing right now. And I think so far, if I were to give you like a 2-minute cliff note, it's just the character that we're playing at, Okarin, which was the male voice in this whole conversation just now. You know, I can't quite put my fingers on it, but he's probably super delusional. That's number one. Also only 18, so understandably a little delusional, and sort of at the center of it all is that we have been experiencing, to an outside eye, some world or timeline jumping in between like different universes, right? So very much of a multiverse environment that we're dealing with right now. Our main character has not like really pinned it down, but I think it's pretty obvious by this point. We work in a lab. Work in a lab is a bit of a stretch, but we have a microwave machine that for a while just turned bananas into a gel-like structure that we recently learned it's actually just like ripped apart even at a molecular level. And in our most recent experiment with a banana in the microwave, it returned to its original position prior to the microwaving. So there's some time jumping, teleportation related thing going on in there. We don't know what it is yet. And that's really about it. We're delusional. Well, we think we're delusional, but we, as Okarin, talks about Steins Gate as sort of a destiny thing. And we talk into the silence on our phone a lot. I don't know how much of this premise is going to get used. I'm hoping that it all comes together somehow. It would be really cool. But so far, that's it. Kurisu, who is the girl who we're just talking to, is like a girl genius who's world-renowned. We saw her died in the original world, and yet she's alive in this current one, suggesting that there is a sort of multiverse jump that took place when we didn't realize, right? But that's it. We're not super far into the game yet, but things are finally happening, so it's very interesting. Instead, she's staring at the banana next to the phone wave, name subject to change. The bananas which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. It is very strange and very interesting. So I think it's one of those visual novels or story writing that tosses random things at you at the beginning, and somehow it's gonna come together. And this is, to a lot of people, it's a really good anime, and this is supposedly the OG work of it, so I have high hopes. Out of the bunch, one has completely jellified, so this is the banana that we tested on.
本当に興味深いですね。
Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look.
ピンセットあります？
ない。
There's like not a shred of hesitation in that voice. No, we don't have it. And then Kurisu steps a gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into the slimy banana.
何をする？貴重な実験データを。
ブズブズね。
Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation. She's one of those people, willing to risk it all. She says it with a straight face.
食い意地が張っているとはまだまだお子様だな。蘇りし者。そんなに腹が減っているならば、バナナ一本ぐらい恵んでやろう。
いりません。
そもそもあのバナナ眉しのじゃん。
遠慮することはない。俺が恵んでやると言っているのだ。
This is Daru, the giant man in green shirt and a yellow cap. He is a wonderful boy and a wonderful psychic. He keeps us sane, which is not an easy thing to do, I think, sometimes.
変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんですか？
変態のバナナ。
Oh, Daru, just hang tight. Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. What? What's wrong?
変態のバナナを食べる。ぐずぐず。指くわえる。まずと顔をしかめる。
No.
マキセシ、マキセシ。今のもう一度お願いできる？できれば悔しそうな顔でよろ。
はい。
ほら、変態のバナナなんて誰が食べるもんかって。できればその後で、ああ、でも、もう付け加えてくれるとなおグッド。
Daru, no. Good. I'm glad you understand. Suddenly, Kurisu's face turned bright red.
お前はどうしようもないクズだし、最低の変態だが、今回ばかりはよくやったと言っておこう。
That is not a great thing to say to your friend, right? You may be a worthless, disgusting perv. Payback is sweet. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight.
それで、マキセクリス。お前は今、何を想像したのだ？ぜひ教えてほしいものだな。
Oh, that's terrible, Garin.
さいえ天才少女天才がどんな妄想をしたのかご考説願おうではないか。
バカ。
Kurisa turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotions after all. That rules out robotic killing machine. Ah, I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always get the job done.
あんたたち二人とも変態だったのね。
いや
Okarin, you're really not helping. Remember how we started out this whole conversation? You wanted to clear your name and not be treated as a perv? Don't admit it, you idiot.
お前に言われたくはない。
オーケー。生意気な振る舞いについては謝ります。
No, what? Kurisa sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure has already returned.
その原因があなた方のセクハラ行為にあったとしても、今は不問にする。
I wish she would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later.
詳しく教えてください。このバナナのことと、それとそっちの。
Kurisa glances at the phone wave, name subject to
電
change.
子レンジのこと。
トップシークレットだ。あえて部外者のお前に一つだけ教えてやれるとするなら、こいつの名前は電話レンジカッコ仮だということぐらいだ。
Wait, so let me think about this. I'm trying to like piece together the story as I go along. But the main thing that was different with this experimental attempt versus the last one was that we hooked it up to the laptop, to the computer, right?
カッコ仮？何それ？
そのままの意味だ。名前はまだ仮なのだ。
名前なんてどうでもいい。
だが、名前以外は教えることはできないぞ。
でもさオカリン、マキセ氏ならこのヘンテコ機能について解明してくれるかもよ。
I was about to say, you should not be letting her go. Like, if anything, she could prove very useful in the experiment.
それは。
Yeah, she's a genius after all. She would have to be to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect, at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Plus, she has danger written on her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary too. Then I got a great idea.
ニヤニヤしちゃって。また何か変態チックなこと考えてる？
クリスティーナと言ったか、貴様。
Christina.
誰がクリスティーナだ？一言も言ってらんわ。
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. It definitely has more flavor than her real name.
このレンジの秘密を教えてほしければ、俺と取引してもらおうか。
Are we gonna make her change her name to Christina?
何よ？
まず一つ、貴様にはラボメンとなってもらう。
Lab member.
ラーメン？
ラボメンだバカ者。
ラボメン。
研究所のメンバーに迎えてくれるっていうこと？でも私、8月中にアメリカに帰る予定なんですけど。
他者に秘密を漏らさないという誓約書を書いてもらうさ。もし破ったら、貴様がむっつりスケベの変態だとサイエンス誌に告発する。
鬼畜だなオカリン。そのサイエンス発売されたら5冊買う。
ラボメンとなった暁には帰国するまでゲストとしてその頭脳を我がラボのために役立ててもらって結構だ。
That's very weird phrasing. Your brain shall be used for the benefit of our lab.
偉そうに。詳しく契約書を見せて。
そんなものはない。ここはサークルであって会社ではないのだ。
知識を提供するだけなら OK です。ただし他に変態的なオプション契約があるなら答えはノーよ。
I think one thing I'm gonna point out really quick. Let me see if I could get to the line again, just in case I misheard. Let's hear it
そ
again.
んなものはない。ここはサークルであって会社ではないのだ。
Right, so the translation says that this is a lab, not a corporation. The Japanese says that this is a sakuru. So sakuru in Japanese is like an extracurricular activity. So actually that's quite interesting that Rintaro did not choose something a little bit more official and decidedly call it sakuru. Okay, done. Backspace.
取って食ったりしないから安心しろ。
セクハラはする気？
しないっつの。
さっきあなたまず一つって言いましたよね。二つ目があるんでしょ。それが変態的要求の可能性が。
二つ目の条件はこの俺が貴様に対して行ったセクハラ一歩手前の行為について全て不問にすることだ。
Wiping the record clean. Very good.
オカリンちっちゃい。人としての器がちっちゃいっす。そこにしびれる憧れる。
ダルに言われたくない。ちなみにダルのセクハラ行為はこの件に含まれない。そっちは二人で話し合え。
なんだとこら、ふざけるな。
こちらからの要求は以上だ。この2点を飲めないのなら今すぐお引き取り願おう。さあどうする？悪くない取引だと思うがな。
I think Rintaro tries so hard to sound like a bad guy. But like, he's just a youngin' who doesn't know how to handle himself.
あんたにとってでしょ。
Kurisu puts her fingers to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture.
まったくノルアドレナリンが過剰分泌されてる気分よ。開いた口が塞がらないわ。
貴様が顎関節症になろうとしたことではない。要求を飲むか飲まないかさあ答えろクリスティーナ。
だからティーナってつけるな。私はクリス。
Kurisu looks up at the ceiling to calm herself down. Does everyone in America make such exaggerated gestures? Sooner or later, she'll say, damn, oh my god, or motherfucker.
OK 取引する。
いい返事だ。今この瞬間君はラボ面ナンバー004となった。歓迎しようクリスティーナ。いやザ・ゾンビよ。
Oh, they have code names. That's
どっ
right.
ちも間違ってるからちゃんと呼べ。法員。
But don't you realize Hoin Kyoma is his code name too? We spend a minute staring each other down. Kurisu is the first to look away. She does so in a way that says, good grief.
子供ですね。
Mm-hmm.
何か言ったか天才変態少女。
ああもう以後変態禁止。私もあんたのこと変態扱いしないからもう許して。
わかればいいのだ。では本題に入ろう。ダルよクリスティーナに。
ティーナも禁止。
クリス君にこれまでに我々が行った実験について説明してやりたまえ。
だが断る。
In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I also relate the tale of my heroic deeds, which enrages Kurisu, of course. But I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the phone wave, name subject to change. Kurisu doesn't ask any questions. She's quick to understand, as expected of a genius.
やっぱり興味深いわ。
貴様の見解を聞こう。
少なくとも電磁波兵器やテレポートだっていうくだらない仮説は捨てるべきですね。
The Lady Doth protests too much.
もう一度実験してみてもいい？私もこの目で見てみたいの。
Without waiting for our approval, Kurisu plucks an untouched banana and sticks it in the microwave, then starts entering the commands on her phone. It's strange. She's still wearing her usual frown, but I can't shake the feeling that she's really enjoying herself. I can't put my finger on why, call it a hunch. But I mean, she's a scientist. Why shouldn't she enjoy experimenting?
岡部さんと橋田さんはバナナの方を見てて。
俺に指図しないでもらおうか。俺はマッドサイエンティストの方を。
勉強ま。
いいからバナナから目を離さないでください。
Okay, so she's a little snippy. Daru and I do as we're told and stare at the bananas. Truth be told, we were planning to watch the bananas anyway. After missing it the first time, we're determined to witness what transpired with our own eyes.
60秒経過。何か変化は？
ないな。
Any second now, the jellified banana should reappear on the stem. If it only appears once, we can just call it an accident and be done with it. But if it happens twice, then that's proof that something's actually going on. And then Kurisu will have to admit that I, the great Ho-In Kyoma, have invented humanity's first teleporter. I keep staring at the bananas in anticipation.
100秒。
A few moments after Kurisu's report.
Oh!
There it is. A gelbana. Gelbana? Banana? I don't know. Suddenly appears without a sound. Now there are two of them on the bunch. It happened faster than the blink of an eye.
出てきた。
I'm at a loss for words. I just witnessed the unthinkable. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. The microwave timer chimes. Kurisu peeks into the microwave, stumped.
そっちはどうだった？
How does it look?
104秒経過したときに消えちゃった。いきなり。
104. She's quite flustered. I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon.
やはりテレポートなのだよ。人類史上初のな。
Kurisu quickly calms down. She furrows her brow and crosses her arms, tapping her right foot as she murmurs to herself. Mutters.
そんなのありえるの？でも実際に移動したし信じられないけど。量子テレポートかな？いやいや、あれは量子レベルでの話だし。
現実から目を背けるな。その目で見たものが全てだ。
She gives me a sharp look. Her eyes are like a sniper's, hard and keen.
本当にテレポートなの？結論ありきで考えるのは危険よ。
ならば天才少女よ、今の現象は何だというのだ。
整理しよう。バナナの房や冷凍唐揚げの時はテレポートしなかった。そうよね。
例えばテレポートできるものの大きさに限度があるのかもしれん。
唐揚げってバナナより小さいじゃない。
実験にはいつも同じ唐揚げを使っていた。ワンパック12個入りだ。
Mayuri only buys her favorite, juicy chicken number 1.
そうなると結構な量だよな。
塩は塩でも実験してみたんでしょ。
We used a handful of table salt on the plate for one experiment. Nothing happened.
お皿が邪魔だったか。
もちろん皿なしの状態でもやってみたが変化なしだった。
だったら食塩については一粒一粒を基準とした場合、小さすぎるからダメとか。とっかかりが欲しい。
Looks like our genius girl's fighting a hard battle. She starts pacing the room, looking a little annoyed.
他には電話レンジに関連することで気づいたことある？
電話レンジではなく電話レンジ過去仮だ。
Of course, that's your focus, Okarin.
どっちでもいいわよ、そんなの。どうなの？気づいたことあるの？ないの？
Kuris is looking at Daru. Looks like she's asking him, not me. True. He should know more about the phone wave, name subject to change, than I do. He's done all the maintenance on it after all.
ああ、そうだ。一度こいつからすごい放電が起きたお。
何？そんな話は初耳だぞ。
オカリンがいない時だったからな。
放電ってどの程度？
この開発室が蛍光灯で照らされたように明るくなったんだよ。それが2秒くらい続いたかな。
どういう状況で起きたの？
こいつに繋いでる携帯の調整、専用のものを外して代わりに自分の携帯を接続して、そしたらしばらくしてビリビリ。
それはいつのことだ？
昨日の昼だよ。オカリンがドクター中鉢の発表会を見に行った時。
Was that when we moved timeline or jumped worlds or whatever you want to call it?
ドクター中鉢。
That's right, I went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Titor. Maybe the current John Titor is actually Nakabachi.
だが待て。ダルよ。お前が言ったはずだぞ。ドクター中鉢の発表会は中止になったと。
そう、その時。でもオカリンは中止にもかかわらずマユシと一緒に出かけていったろう。
No, I don't remember that. Right, because we actually went to the presentation and hackled. After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't canceled, the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's.
そういえばその時間、俺はダルにメールをした。着信しなかったのか？
メールって？
昨日 ATF で見せてくれたメール。
When I nod, Kurisu comes closer.
それって確か私がその発表会で男に刺されて死んだっていう内容だったわよね。
Mm-hmm.
ああ、だがダルの携帯にはなぜか1週間以上前に届いていて。
は？あれってオカリンの嘘じゃないん？でないとタイムスタンプがおかしなことになるじゃん。
俺はいつも真実しか言わん。というか、そこまで言うなら送信履歴を見せてやる。
How does one do this? Outbox. 729 Daru. Where are you? Where are you? Contact me ASAP. Emergency. Is that it? No. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have history of this? Address book. Daru. Oh. It's not here. A different world in Taro. Not a trace of that mail remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after Dr. Nakabatsu's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Vatican. That's when I sent that mail. But no matter how many times I check, there's no record of it. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the phone wave, name subject to change.
なぜないんだ。俺は確かに送ったぞ。昼の1時前には。
あ、まさにその時間だよ。放電現象が起きたのは。いいともが終わる直前だったからな。
So something with that note, with that mail, text, whatever, triggered the microwave and thus caused our travel? Suddenly a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration! Edison would be proud. This isn't something that you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Daru and Kurisu with a huge grin on my face.
なるほどな。そういうことだったのか。
え？何？
ああ、これはオカリンのいつもの癖だからあんま気にしない方がいいよマジで。
黙れ。俺は気づいた。気づいてしまったのだ。
I slap the top of the phone wave, name subject to change.
俺が送ったメールの不可思議な現象と放電が起きたことにはズバリ何か関係がある。
Okay.
うん。
で？
は？
That's it, Okarin?
何か関係があるのは分かった。で、何かって何？
それを調べるのがお前の仕事だ、クリスティーナ。
Again, not a shred of hesitation. Oh my goodness, I love Okarin.
橋田さん、この人と話すの疲れる。
最初はみんなそうだよ。基本的な対策は真に受けないこと。
そこ、俺の言動を全否定するな。
Whatever, I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery.
誰？放電現象が起きた時の電話レンジカッコ仮の状態を教えろ。
結構無茶な状態にしてたんだよな。自分の携帯を電話レンジにつなげてペケロッパで操作可能かどうかテストしてた。
あー、お腹すいた。唐揚げ食べようっと。ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワン。オカリン、バナナ買っといてくれた？ねえ、オカリン。 あれれ、お客さん？マユシーです。よろしくね。
マキシェです。ラボメンになったみたいです。
ほんと？すごい！女の子のラボメンだ。
誰？ペケロッパでどんな操作を？
さっき言った通り、メールの着信設定の調整だって。遠隔操作のためのメールを受け取った時のモニタリング用でさ。だから同時に120秒の冷凍機能を使ってた。 PC からでも冷凍機能を起動できるようにしてやんだよね。昨日はそのテストもしてたんだ。
メイリー、ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを電話レンジカッコ仮の中へ。
How long have I been talking on mute? Oh boy, okay. I can't believe we're sacrificing Mayuri's karaage like that. Unbelievable.
みんなも唐揚げ食べる？一個ずつならあげてもいいよ。
Aww, she is so sweet. With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. I enter 120 sharp on the keyboard and strike the enter key. The phone wave, name subject to change, starts up. The juicy chicken number 1 starts spinning backwards on the turntable. Kurisu stares hard at the phone wave, name subject to change, as if not let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice.
これで放電現象が起きた時の条件は再現したはずだな。
どうだったっけ？
そこに突っ立っている助手。
は？私？
他に誰がいるのだ？
いつから私はあんたの助手になった？
いいから、俺のメールアドに何かメールを送れ。
If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave, name subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls.
私、あんたのアドレス知らないわよ。
使えない助手だな。
勝手に助手にすんなと言っとろうが。
ダル、お前の携帯からメールを。
なんて？
何でもいいよ。
適当でいい。クリスティーナは変態。これで送れ。
Ah, but that joke is overused, my friend.
変態禁止って言っただろ。
じゃあ間を取ってオカリンは変態で。
この裏切り者
That's
め。
fair.
橋田さん、グッジョブ。
Kurisu grins and gives Daru a thumbs up. I really don't like this.
マユシーのバナナが。
I knew you would be distraught over your 2 bananas. It sounds like Mayuri has found the result of our latest experiment.
ゲルバナになってるよ。
Gelbana.
実験に使わせてもらったの。
これマユシーのなのに。
メール送信するぜ。
マユシーさん、お金は後で払うよ。そこの法王院さんが。
なぜ俺なのだ。
もうどうしていつもマユシーの食べ物で実験するの？あ、もしかしてこの唐揚げも実験してるのかな？
I know. I'm so sorry, Mayuri. We shouldn't be stealing your food like that. I'm so
そう
sorry.
いうことだ。
はいはーい、送信するよ。送信ポチッとな。
Mayuri slips past me and steps up to the active phone wave name subject to change. No, girl. No. Before anyone can react, she grabs the handle.
おい待て、開けるなマユリ。
おや？
But it's too late. Blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm.
放電してる。
An electrical discharge. A violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave, name subject to change.
なんかやばくね？
Like a Tesla coil? Ooh, yikes. A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. It smells like something's burning. My eyes are numb from all the flashing light. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing.
全員怪我はないか。
なんとか。
ねえ、2秒どころかもっと長い時間放電してなかった？
Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers.
おかえり。何が起きたのかな？
My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed. Am I the only one having vision
大
issues?
丈夫。やけどとかしてないか。
どこも痛くないから平気だと思うけど。
Looks like covering Mayuri was the right choice. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I gently let Mayuri out of my embrace. Phew, well, that was something. I wiped the sweat off my brow.
ちょっとこれ見て。
Kurisu's voice is strained. Does it have something to do with banana? With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room, and what I see strikes me speechless. Oh no. The large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed a phone wave, name subject to change, and the X68000 on it. The table has been split in two, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor.
なんぞこれ、どうなって。いくら電子レンジでも床に穴を開けるほど重くはないっしょ。
放電現象だけじゃこうはならない。それ以外の現象が。
I shake off my surprise. This is no time to be standing with jaw agape, holding Kyoma. Seize the moment, okay? It's like seize the timing for acting almost. First, some Maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual, but unfortunately, it's still plugged into the phone wave, name subject to change. L, sigh, conger. I whisper the words. Words that have no meaning. I'm shocked that you're gonna acknowledge that. Words I simply use because they sound cool, do they? These words have meaning because they have no meaning. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart.
眉氏の唐揚げがひどいことになってる件について
Interesting. So he said after years of repeated use, so like how long has he been putting up this whole like act? It's very elaborate. Mayuri stands up and looks inside the phone wave, name subject to change. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open. Oh. I pat Mayuri's shoulder to cheer her up.
ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンは偉大な実験の成功のため尊い犠牲となったのだ。冥福を祈ろうではないか。
So I wonder if how long it went for has something to do with how many characters were sent in the mail.
唐揚げのことはどうでもいい。今は電話レンジに何が起きたのか解析するのが先。
どうでもいいなんてあんまりだよ。クリスティーナちゃん。
I love it that Mayuri bought into this whole Christina thing.
ちょっとそこのほーい京馬どうしてくれんのよ。マユシーさんが私の名前間違えて覚えてる。
それより換気した方がいいよ
That is true, all the smoke.
うるさい。黙れお前たち。
I affix everyone with an overpowering stare. This shall be remembered as the moment that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it, it still works. I bring up the list of received mails. New mail should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster as 2 darus at the bottom. The topmost email isn't a 1 daru sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history, and there, I find it. Okarin's a pea. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my someone stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration.
全てがつながって一連の出来事が意味する唯一無二のこと。この電話レンジカッコ仮に隠された機能の真実、それが見えた。直感というより、そう、これは確信。
Wait, does that theoretically mean that potentially, and this is probably why, Snazzles, you were telling me to check my mail as soon as I receive them is that like people from different timelines could have sent and therefore will receive the mails from the future. Oh my goodness. So intense. Okay.
教えて。なんだっていうの。
I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisa's glare head on.
まず最初に言っておこう。大発明のほとんどは何かの研究中に起こる偶然の産物であると。これをセレンディピティと言う。
Serendipity?
脳書きはいい。
How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let's get to the point.
メールは過去へと送る。溶けかけた唐揚げは冷凍状態に戻った。房からちぎられたバナナは房へと戻った。
まさか。
Kurisa seems to get it now, as expected of my genius assistant.
そのまさか。
This is the choice of Steins Gate.
この電話レンジ過去仮はタイムマシンだ。
Oh my gosh. That was chapter 1. Oh boy. Okay. Mail. You've got mail. That was beautiful. Okay. Ooh. Do we have 2 Darus at the bottom still? Yes, we do. Okay, so first, so everything afterwards are new. Moika here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break, Moika? Wait, 2047. 2009. Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moika. 2047, so that's like 30 minutes? By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye-bye. 2114. 20 minutes, 25 minutes later. I just remember I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? 2152. It's a lot, gosh. Are you still asleep? 328, yes, of course. Rise and shine. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? I'd also like to hear more about John what's-his-face, John Titor. I'm super curious, Moika. I'm a nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay, Moika? Oh, I don't know if I want to humor that. It's a little excessive. 2152, 328, 336. Box? Well, actually, we shouldn't be mailing her. I mean, we shouldn't be calling her, right? She said that she doesn't. Okay. I guess I can't do that right now. Good. I guess the game agrees that we shouldn't be humoring her. Wait, what's going on? Oh no. Okay, the mouse is here. Did I break the game? Ah, the dawn of a new day. Okay, we're back. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. Did they clean it up, at least? I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab will be hell without it. Daru is at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, but he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that a phone wave named subject to change was also a time machine. But Kurusu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food runs deep, I guess. Yes, grudges over food runs deep. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named subject to change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named subject to change, is indeed a time machine. The results, however. We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, named subject to change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally, no jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Good. Problem 2, mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reason. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Okay. To deal with this issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole on the floor too. That's the main goal, actually. It's only a temporary fix, though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateur like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. Yes. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with a phone wave, named subject to change. Problem 3. We are not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as the time progressed. Which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing around like this. Oh, I got an email. $12:34. You sleep too much. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. LMAO. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBN 5100. Pretty please, Moika. Can we reply to the lady? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's allowing us to. Okay. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shiny Finger, the woman called Kiru Moika. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry. I don't even feel like showering. Oh my gosh. Is this another one? Oh no, it's Mayuri. Mayuri's spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Oh. Actually, do we have any outbox? No, this was to her. Okay.
Na, Sambo ni gyudon demo kui ni ikanai ka?
Gyudon is probably one of my favorite Japanese dishes.
めんどい。
腹は減ってないのか？
減ったけどさ。
煮え切らない男め。
What is Daru doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored courts crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Daru signs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. Why do you think it's cute? That's an interesting way of phrasing it. Large hardened coriander? Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique? Collider, yeah. I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
いててててて、何すんだよ。
寝ぼけているのか？
寝ぼけてないよ。
そのラージハドロンコライダーとは何なんだ？
セルンだよ、セルン。その施設の実験装置。略称は LHC。
Ooh, so previously, I think in one of the forum posts, they had said that, what is it, CERN doesn't exist or something? Is that right?
マジ燃えるからおぬぬめ。
お前、人でないものにも性欲を。
ねえよ。でもなんつうの、見ててワクワクするっつうの、ニヤニヤできるっつうの、そんな感じってあるやん。
It's your passion.
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな。
そうそう、あれと一緒。
I guess there could be something pretty satisfying to look at about those. 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. It might not be.
自分で興味の対象を狭める方がもったいなくね。
And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルンか。
It was in John Titor's post over and over again.
ジョン・タイター。
ああ、ジョン・タイター。オカリンが言ってたのって今アットチェンで祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな。
それは偽物である可能性もある。俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ。
10年前にも現れたん？同一人物？
But this is another one of Okarin's like memory from the OG world, right? Like no one else. There wasn't even internet history of John Titor, and yet we seem to somehow remember him being on television, even published books. I had hoped that Daru would remember, but no such luck.
とにかくジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。
I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると。
おお、タイムマシン。まさにタイムリーな話題じゃん。でもそれって10年前じゃなくて今のタイターも言ってた気がする。
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。この奇妙な符号はシュタインズゲートの選択である可能性が高い。
タイターって信頼できるん？
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちと奴は今タイムマシンというキーワードでつながっている。そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。
Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave, named subject to change experiment, has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this.
ダル、セルンについて詳しく。
OK。僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。
Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. Oh my goodness. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある。スイスとフランスの国境近くジュネーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
ワールドワイドウェブだと？それってインターネットの？
ビンゴ URL の最初についてるやつ。
CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Tider's books. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど、日本の研究チームも現在進行形で参加してたりするのだぜ。
セルンはどんな研究を？
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。いわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ。低速汎用子蓄積リング、陽子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダーで、ラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。
Tan is like kun and sun and stuff like that, but it's exclusively used to be like kind of cute, mostly in manga and anime. Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphize in Moe form just about anything in the world simply by sticking tan on the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。陽子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる、宇宙がやばいみたいな。
I'm pretty sure Tider said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は？
What's the possibility of that actually happening? Probably
あ
pretty
るわ
low.
ねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
だが火のないところに煙は立たない。
If I remember correctly, Tider claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Tider's story is true. Some of Tider's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Tider's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Tider's tale. Or at least, I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。聞いて驚くな。悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた。
Okay.
ジョン・タイターとセルン。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。ああ、そうだ。奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。偶然だと？おいおい、あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。あえて言えばささやくのだよ。俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな。 奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。だが、もしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたら、どうかな。当然だ。
Oh man, he's having an episode.
すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
El Sai Conqueror. Daru is very concerned. I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look. I would too.
誰と戦っているんだ？
ダルよ。俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
やるべきこと？なんぞ。
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。でないとスーパーハッカーらしくないだろうが。
I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? Then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me. A week's worth of potato chips. Daru. 10 days. Me. You sure are a glutton. Daru. The dive makes you a hungry man. Me. Deal. Get started. Daru. You got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep, a real cool conversation. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつうの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
Work with me here. Oh,
お
Daru.
前はスーパーハッカーだ。
ハカーって言うな。せめてハッカーにして。
あとは分かるな。
いや全然。
セル、ハッキングしろ。
Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
ダル、お前ならできる。奴らの悪事を暴き、タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろう。
電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、このままただの打作としてラブの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
マジで言ってんの？
俺はいつでもマジである。
I looked Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知らないぜ。
That's hard to promise as you're the one doing the hacking and you're completely implicated, but okay. Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie.
交渉成立だ。すぐ取り掛かってくれ。
Okarin finally gets this line. Deal. Get started.
うは、みなぎってきた。
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでおく。
Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration.
じゃあ、俺は寝る。あとは任せた。
I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. Alright, I think this is a really good stopping point. We do have received mail, so we're gonna check that. Ooh, Ferris. What? Original sin level rising to 180%. She is the only person in this world who would call us Kyoma. Kyoma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah. You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Why is interesting? What are you scheming? Okay, so these are different responses we could reply to. Akiba part of the mundane world? Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries. As it shall forevermore. Oh my gosh. Are you suggesting that I, the great Hoin Kyoma, run and hide? You risk my girl. 2000. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't decrepit old gods to save them. Let's send this. Yay! Anything else? Well, we can change settings. Oh no, that's fine. Alright. I guess let's make sure that I actually save. I'm always a little... F5, okay. Since we're in chapter 2, let's use a new save slot. If I can get there on my own. I lost a game. Oh, here we go. Right around here. Enter? Hello? What's going on? Oh, I'm loading. I'm a fool. Okay. Backspace. I struggle with this game so much in terms of I need to save. Where to save? I have auto mode save, I have quick save. Shouldn't there be like a save? Anyway, I will figure this out. You guys don't need to struggle with me, I suppose. Never forget to save. I know I will absolutely save. I just need to figure out how to do it because I don't know, like, am I blind? I see load on F5. Oh no, it's auto save, but it's actually just save. It's F6. Okay. There we go. Save. I can do this. Ah. Where are we? Okay. Alright. So we will pick this back up next Tuesday. And a lot has happened today. This is so cool now that like the plot thickens. But I hope, to all of you guys that hopped in, maybe this is a new game, new story for you, that you found it interesting. And I would love to, share the rest of the story with you if you would like to join us on Tuesday at 7 p.m. That's when we do visual novels. Well, how do I get to the menu, I guess? System menu? I can't. Maybe we do okay. Maybe that's how we leave. Oh, does that close the game for good? All right, well, we are in the... Let me start the ending screen because that gives me like 3-minute-ish talk for a while. But I guess thank you everyone for stopping by. It was a lot of fun and we'll start again in a week. Take care. We do play games on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you would like to join for another round of Dark Wood, most likely it's going to be the game that we pick back up during the weekend. That would be great to see you here. Again, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. And take care until next time. Have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be. And then stay safe out there. All right? Until next time. Bye.